Good evening and welcome to the news roundup for Wednesday, August 23. Before we get into the news, please remember to like this video, share your views in the comments, and share the video with your family and friends.
Reach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
Now for the news in detail. The Elliston Road police are probing the fatal shooting of a man by a licensed firearm holder who reportedly intervened during a domestic dispute. The incident occurred at a business establishment along Windward Road in Kingston. The shooter has since been questioned by the police. The deceased has been identified as 41-year-old Dwayne Williams of a Gillian Avenue, Kingston 2 address. Reports are that about 6:35 p.m., Williams and his girlfriend had an argument which became physical. The police say Williams allegedly pulled a ratchet knife and attempted to inflict wounds to the woman. That was when the licensed firearm holder opened fire, hitting Williams. It is understood that Williams was shot several times. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Detectives from the Criminal Investigation Branch in the Westmoreland Police Division are probing the circumstances surrounding the murder of a taxi operator who was gunned down while on the job in the parish on Monday night. He has been identified as 47-year-old Alden Watson of Dalling Street in Savannah, Lamar. Reports are that about 9:40 p.m., residents of the burnt Savannah community heard loud explosions and called the police. Upon their arrival, the police saw Watson in his car suffering from what appeared to be multiple gunshot wounds. He was subsequently taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. No motive has been established for the killing. 4 people, including a woman, are nursing gunshot wounds following a shooting along Harris Street in Rosetown, Kingston on Monday evening. 7 9mm and 5 5.56 spent casings were recovered at the scene. The incident occurred about 8:40 p.m. The victims were playing bingo when they were attacked by a group of gunmen traveling in a white motor car. The police have not yet established a motive for the shooting. Senior Superintendent Michael Phipps, head of the Kingston Western Police, said investigators are looking at a possible theory that it may be gang-related and may have some connection with the disappearance of at least 2 top-ranking members of a criminal gang operating in the Lower Maxfield Avenue area of the St. Andrew South Police Division. 66-year-old Reginald Hibbert, otherwise called Reggie, a farmer of Albion Mountain, St. Mary, was arrested and charged with rape and grievous sexual assault following an incident in his community earlier this year. Reports are that on 3 separate occasions in 2023, Hibbert sexually assaulted a 7-year-old girl. A report was made to the police and an investigation was launched. Hibbert was later arrested and charged. His court date is being finalized. The St. Elizabeth police have arrested and charged a 26-year-old farmer for the alleged buggery of a 4-year-old relative. The offense was reportedly committed on the 22nd of July. The police say they have ensured that appropriate measures are in place to support the victim. The perpetrator was scheduled to make a court appearance in the Santa Cruz Parish Court today. A taxi operator was charged under the Sexual Offences Act by detectives assigned to the St. Mary Police Division following an incident in the Rainover area of St. Mary. Charges 45-year-old Kevin Broomfield, otherwise called Phoenix, a taxi operator of content in the parish. Broomfield was charged with rape, buggery, burglary, and assault occasioning actual bodily harm. According to police reports, at about 9 p.m. on August 17, Broomfield kicked in the door and entered the complainant's apartment and a physical altercation occurred. The victim was hit in the face multiple times when she lost consciousness. She later realized that she was sexually assaulted. A report was made to the police and Broomfield was arrested. Broomfield was charged on Sunday after a question and answer session. His court date is being finalized. A woman who received burns during the firebombing attack along Walkers Avenue in Gregory Park, St. Catherine, has died. She is 72-year-old Naomi Gokel. She had received severe burns when her home along with 10 others were set ablaze in an early morning attack on the community. More than 40 residents of Walkers Avenue were left homeless after gunmen torched homes early on Saturday, August 12. A taxi driver was also killed in the attack. Meanwhile, a man was fatally shot during an alleged confrontation with the police in Gregory Park, St. Catherine on Sunday evening. A firearm was also reportedly recovered. The incident reportedly occurred about 7 o'clock. The man has so far only been identified by his alias, Bossy Thief. The security forces have been maintaining a presence in Gregory Park in response to recent firebombings in 2 sections of the community. The St. Elizabeth police have so far this year surpassed the number of firearms seized for 2022. Since the start of the year, 23 guns have been recovered compared with 14 for all of last year. 2 firearms were recovered between Tuesday night and Wednesday morning in separate incidents. Deputy Superintendent Coolidge Minter, head of the St. Elizabeth Police, says around 7:30 p.m., a specialized team acting on intelligence conducted a raid in the Banting district of Mountainside, where 1.38 revolver was found behind a foul coup. No arrest was made in that incident. In a subsequent incident, around 1:15 Wednesday morning, law enforcement personnel searched a nightclub in Top Hill. A Smith & Wesson .357 Magnum with 4.38 rounds were recovered. 1 individual was detained for further questioning. Meanwhile, 2 alleged gang members were fatally shot, 1 wanted person arrested, 18 firearms seized, and an assortment of ammunition seized in 14 days in 4 police divisions. More from Senior Superintendent Vernon Ellis.
We commenced a search operation in Area 1 14 days ago. 18 illegal weapons were taken from the streets within the 14 days. We saw the recovery of 4 high-powered weapons, AK-47s, M16 rifles, Intratec submachine gun. We saw the recovery of 2 shotguns and 11 pistols. Unique about the pistols, some were fitted with chips that allowed them to fire as automatic weapons. The operation was supported by the Jamaica Defense Force, the Caribbean Search Center, and other elements in law enforcement. We saw the high-level intelligence-driven operation focusing on some of the problem areas in Westmoreland, St. James, Hanover, and to a lesser extent, the Trelawney Division. The operation also led to 2 key members of the elite squad who operated in Westmoreland there, meeting their demise in confrontation with the security forces. We also saw the capture of O'Brien Garvey, OC F1. He's from that Hanover space. What we saw from this operation is that our citizens want a safer community. They want to have a safe space to live in, and we are going to continue to reach out to you for this type of partnership.
The husband of one of the elderly women who were killed in Grange District, Hanover, 2 Saturdays ago is now in custody. According to the police, the 84-year-old farmer surrendered to the Lucy police station on Friday and has since confessed to killing 80-year-old Patsy Allen and his wife, 73-year-old Tika Anderson Nesbeth, who was Allen's caregiver. The 2 women were found dead hours apart on August 12. Investigators theorize that Roy Nesbeth killed his wife after accusing her of cheating on him with a relative of Allen, and that she had planned to end their marriage. He allegedly killed Allen after accusing her of knowing about the affair and supporting his wife in that matter. 14-year-old burn victim Akelia Dunkley is home after spending 2 months in a United States hospital. Akelia was discharged from the Joseph M. Stillburn Center in Augusta, Georgia on Friday, where she successfully completed 7 surgeries for severe burns to 50% of her body. Akelia was badly hurt from a gas stove explosion at her home in burnt Savannah, St. Elizabeth on Friday, June 16. She sustained mostly second-degree burns to half of her body. With the help of the San Myrna Foundation and local and overseas donors, US $45,000 was raised to fly her to the United States for medical care. Akelia was first taken to the University Hospital of the West Indies for treatment and will continue receiving treatment for her recovery there. In business, the Bank of Jamaica assures the country that the local financial market is stable. Central Bank Governor Richard Biles sought to address recent concerns expressed regarding happenings in the market. These commentaries have questioned developments at certain institutions and their implications for financial stability. Let me remind the public that the overall financial system in Jamaica remains stable, safe, solid, and well capitalized with lots of liquidity. The public, both here in Jamaica and abroad, should feel reassured that the Bank of Jamaica continues to provide proactive oversight of the financial system and is always prepared to take the necessary actions to preserve the stability of the system, he said. In the last few weeks, there have been questions about the possible impact of management changes at the NCB Financial Group. And on the entertainment scene, Tommy Cowan is humbled to have been the recipient of 3 awards at the Jamaica Independence Foundation People's Ball in Queens, New York on August 5. Cowan, who is the head of Glory Music, received the Living Legend Award for his exemplary service and unwavering dedication to the preservation of Jamaican music. A proclamation from a New York State Senator honoring him for exemplary service on behalf of the community and the state, as well as a proclamation on behalf of Congresswoman Yvette Clarke for her service to the New York community and the nation at large with dignity through his various and profound ventures. And that is it for your news roundup for today. We would appreciate you liking this video, leaving a comment, and sharing the video with your family and friends. Have a good evening and see you next time.